Welcome back to BaldHeaded Metal, guys, and welcome back to another reaction to the band GAEREA with the song Urge. Now, this band has not been recommended to me. I just saw it in the recommendations for me based on the things I've been watching on YouTube. So it looked interesting. I like their outfits from the thumbnail. I thought, let's check it out. Let's take a chance on somebody that we don't know.
The band name sounds interesting.
Yeah, I don't know where this person... If anybody knows what the meaning of it is, what the reference of it is, I'll very much like that. But without any further ado, let's just get into it and see what we got.
Or we can just Google it.
I'm digging this. I like the riffing. I like the... I'm not going to put a label on it. I'm just going to say extreme metal.
Interesting. I would say it's a bit melodic for me to call it too extreme, but I was distracted in the beginning of the song.
With the outfits?
I'm looking at these dudes and the masks and the special signs that they make. I'm thinking of Shin Megami Tensei 4 JRPG. They look like these demons, these Tengu creatures, like they just popped out of nowhere. I'm like, is this an RPG intro or a music video I'm looking at?
I thought of Nurgle.
And then the song kicks in.
I thought of Nurgle from Behemoth. Same kind of artistic thing. Obviously, they have this kind of mask gimmick going on.
Right.
With painting their bodies black. To give this whole black image.
Oh, I didn't notice that. That's bodies, right? That's not gloves. I thought it was gloves.
Oh no, it's just they painted their body. I like the musical kind of approach and very well produced too. It sounds like you can tell every detail.
Yeah, sounds raw so far.
This is right up my alley. I love this kind of stuff. It not necessarily completely in style, but in the aggressive approach of these kind of disaster, defleshed. What was the other one? Was Somber Lane. Oh my god!
I know exactly the band you're talking. I always forget our favorite band names. Yeah,
and I like the style of the music. I'm not sold on their visual gimmicks. I think it's kind of, honestly speaking, it's a little...
I was going to comment on something similar. If there is a theme going on visually, narratively, it's definitely not coming through. But I enjoyed the fact that it's like the camera work is nice.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it's circling around the cast, right? The lead frontman, and you see the empty theater. Obviously, there was some kind of thought put into it, but I don't feel that the video is showing that necessarily. Again, it's not very distracting. We're here for music.
I think it's so hard, whether it's a movie, music, or anything, to visually portray a story that a person gets from the first moment, or even in lyrics. Sometimes you read the lyrics and people are like, well, you have to dive in there. Well, I think the most skillful musicians are able to get the message across to you on that first time with really thoughtful Leper Messiah.
Yeah.
You get exactly what the song is about.
We have this conversation a lot on Star Wars. You know, what is the content of the scene versus the visual storytelling. You could have dialogue which seems to be logically strong, but the scene is not conveying visual storytelling in a good way.
By the way, the Star Wars reference is here because my brother has a Star Wars channel, Star Wars Timeline. I'll make sure I link it down below. He's a huge fan of video games, Star Wars.
Everything Star Wars. Book reviews, character highlights, everything has to do with Star Wars and now metal. Let's get into it.
Sorry guys, unfortunately my camera died. I had to readjust a little bit and go to a webcam. So if you guys see a drop in quality, that's what happened. I just wanted to make sure we finished the reaction without having any kind of delay.
That's very metal. It's like a garage production of our reaction video. The blast beats were coming so strong that the video just had to pause.
Let's jump into it and just keep going. I rewinded it just a little bit.
Thank you.
For some reason, I'm getting really strong battery.
Battery?
Yeah. Even like without the comparisons to other bands, I'm just kind of really enjoying what this is. I think remind me after this, I want to add these guys to my playlist. I want to check them out more.
Definitely.
Because this sounds interesting.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely some, to me, there's an inspired sound. And it has enough of its own uniqueness.
What other bands that would like to be inspired next to like Immortal and Black Metal?
What do you think the inspirations are here? I don't know, but it's definitely some black metal, along with some like death metal in there, along with some own kind of like elements of like Opeth. Right. There's a lot going on here. I think it's very well mixed, and it just sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
This was fucking dope. This was really good.
Good. Just even towards the end, it's like where he's taking you with that guitar melody that's like crystallizes just like on a single note. Like, oh man, it just takes you there.
Naglfar?
I was thinking Vitra, Jessic. For a moment, I got stuck on the name. I didn't want to embarrass myself. Like, oh my god, my all-time favorite black metal band. I'm tripping on the name, and you had to bring it forward. Naglfar, Vitra.
Yeah.
100%. And musically, you know what sold me? through sheer luck and accident, just those masks that they put over, I was in the world of Shin Megami Tensei for the rest of the video. I'm like in JRPG world with demons, and I just gotta grab my high school teammates and go just grab the demons.
I didn't have any of those references. I was kind of really taken on the journey of the music.
Yeah, the melodies are so beautiful.
The melodies
so
are
dark.
really, really good. I'm like the Purge outfits that they have. I wasn't really taking.
Yeah.
I'm sure there was a lot of thinking and emotion behind for that visual look for them.
We're just not catching it.
Yeah, it's for me. It's like the Slipknot when they try to explain why they had the clown masks. I'm like, okay, sure, that's nice, but you know,
when you have a great music supporting a video, there is no questions asked.
Yeah.
The video is there to promote the actual art, which is the song first and foremost.
And it's great.
Of course, you can appreciate it on the visual front and say, like, it's a good component, good compliment. I mean, nobody does it like a Behemoth with their music videos. They turned it into an art form.
It's apparently it's a group called Grupa 13,
right,
production studio.
The Polish
so most music videos, when you watch and they're really, really good, it's Grupa 13.
Yeah, they're artists, and that's obviously a big component. But still, I think the first thing that you come to is the music, is the sound.
Of course. If the music video sucks, nobody cares. It's the music we come here for.
Urge is really impulse to follow. I think it's part of the ending lyrics.
Anywho, guys, let's see what you guys thought of this band. Again, it wasn't a requested one on this channel.
Yeah.
And perhaps there's a fan of GAEREA. You can let me know a little bit more about this band, maybe their outfit and get up what the thinking behind the band is.
All my Nagelfar fans, guys, if this gave you those vibes, again, we're not comparing. We're not saying one band ripped off the other. We're just saying similarity, that's something that you enjoy outside of this band.
It brings me to one last interesting point.
Yes.
I get this comment a lot. Why do you compare it to this? Why do you have to say it's like this band? Why can't you just take it for what it is? I think it's a natural human instinct to put things in boxes to make ourselves comfortable. So I think we tend to do it on a very like deep innate level, thinking what this sounds like subconscious, so we kind of understand why we're feeling the way we're feeling about this particular band.
But then all art is also influenced by something else, and then just making that link together. It's not putting it on the scale and saying one band is better than the other. It's just saying like, hey, I hear some influence, here's some influence. I'm drawing from the things that I loved in the past, and I'm bringing it into this new experience, and I'm also enjoying it. That's what I'm
definitely going to be checking this album out.
Yeah, that was.
And guys, make sure you enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe out there. Keep it metal.
May the force be with you.